So hello, my name is Gedalia Kibamo from Kenya. It's an honor to address you today, a bit virtually on a topic that resonates deeply with me. Be the peaceful solution by planting seeds of morality. Responsible choices start with us. In an increasingly interconnected world where the echoes of discord reverberate across borders and continents, the need for peaceful solution has never been more urgent. As ambassadors of peace, each representing diverse communities and cultures, it is imperative that we recognize the power we hold as individuals to be the architects of change, to sow the seeds of morality that can blossom into a world of harmony and understanding. In our communities, we grapple with issues that threaten to tear us apart, from socio-economic disparities to political polarization, from environmental degradation to the erosion of ethical norms. Yet, embedded within these challenges lies the opportunity to transform and build a more peaceful community. The path to peace begins with each of us, with our everyday choices and actions. It begins with the recognition that morality is not merely an abstract concept, but a guiding compass that directs our interactions with the world around us. It is about interacting with others with dignity and respect, even in the face of disagreement. It's about extending our hand of compassion to those in need, practicing positive character and teaching others about it. Some of the main issues affecting my area are corruption, drug abuse, and sexual misconduct. This comes from the way people have been taught since they were young. Most of these people grew in a world that was evolving rapidly. Technology, education, and the way of life has
Everyone, my name is Ria Hadassa.
So hello, my name is Gedalia Kibamo from Kenya. It's an honor to address you today, a bit virtually on a topic that resonates deeply with me. Be the peaceful solution by planting seeds of morality. Responsible choices start with us. In an increasingly interconnected world where the echoes of discord reverberate across borders and continents, the need for peaceful solution has never been more urgent. As ambassadors of peace, each representing diverse communities and cultures, it is imperative that we recognize the power we hold as individuals to be the architects of change, to sow the seeds of morality that can blossom into a world of harmony and understanding. In our communities, we grapple with issues that threaten to tear us apart, from socio-economic disparities to political polarization, from environmental degradation to the erosion of ethical norms. Yet, embedded within these challenges lies the opportunity to transform and build a more peaceful community. The path to peace begins with each of us, with our everyday choices and actions. It begins with the recognition that morality is not merely an abstract concept, but a guiding compass that directs our interactions with the world around us. It is about interacting with others with dignity and respect, even in the face of disagreement. It's about extending our hand of compassion to those in need, practicing positive character and teaching others about it. Some of the main issues affecting my area are corruption, drug abuse, and sexual misconduct. This comes from the way people have been taught since they were young. Most of these people grew in a world that was evolving rapidly. Technology, education, and the way of life has really changed in African countries over the last decades. These changes have caused change of priorities in our societies. Sadly, the greed took advantage of others. This has created a mindset of every man for himself, leading to increased cases of corruption within the country. From police officers to government officials, some people are willing to do anything in order to get money. This has led to large increase in crime, especially corruption. Sexual misconduct and drug abuse has also been really prominent among the youth, especially in colleges and university campuses, settings where the students have the freedom to do what they want without direct supervision. most of the positive characters haven't been instilled in the students due to the fact that most parents focus on the formal education. Moral education is taught on few occasions, in some cases it's never taught. This leads to a lot of youths not knowing about self-respect and their self-worth, most seeking validation from their peers who are mostly wrong. Drug abuse and sexual misconduct have become the norm, and such that if you're not doing it, you're the odd one out. This has led to a lot of unwanted pregnancies, STIs, addictions, imprisonment, and other issues. So that begs the question, how do I plant seeds of morality in our society? 1. Teach and discuss morality. Engage in open conversations with families, friends, and peers about moral dilemmas, ethical considerations, and other importance of values. Share stories and examples of moral behavior to illustrate key principles. I've also learned by discussing it, you encourage critical thinking, which helps one understand better the choices they make. 2. Encourage critical thinking. Encourage others to think critically about their actions and decisions. Help them consider the consequences of their choices on themselves and others, how they align with moral principles. For as the peaceful solution states, if you want to change your behavior, first change the way you think. Volunteer. 3. Volunteer and serve others. Engage in acts of service and volunteerism to support those in need and contribute positively to your community. Helping others fosters empathy and compassion, key components of positive moral behavior. 4. Promote respect and tolerance. Advocate for respect and tolerance towards individuals of diverse backgrounds, beliefs, and identities. Emphasize the importance of treating others with respect and understanding regardless of differences. 5. Set boundaries and stand up for justice. Be willing to set boundaries and stand up against injustices, discriminations, and wrongdoing. Advocate for fairness, equality, and justice in your community and beyond. 6. Practice self-control, self-reflection. Take the time to self-reflect, to evaluate your own actions, beliefs, and values. Consider how your behavior aligns with the moral compass and identify areas for growth and improvement. 7. Support moral education. Advocate for and support moral education initiatives in schools, in workplaces, and in communities. Encourage the incorporation of morals and character development programs that promote positive values and ethics. Support the peaceful solution as it aims to promote peace through educational programs to develop positive character. 8. And most important, lead by example. Your actions speak louder than your words. Demonstrate moral behavior in your everyday life by showing kindness, honesty, integrity, empathy in your interactions with others. Remember, responsible choices start with us. We need to take responsibility for our actions and learn from them for our choices. We can start by being accountable for the choices we make. When we do something wrong, we tend to judge ourselves based on circumstances. But when others do something wrong, we tend to judge them based on their characters. Don't you see a bias there? Let's take our duties and our obligations seriously. Responsibility is a trait that is developed. You learn to be responsible. Self-control and critical thinking is important when making the right choice. You need to stop, think, consider your options, and proceed with the right choice. Proper time management is also a part of being responsible. In order to maintain positive character, you need self-discipline because it's not always going to be easy. Last but not least, remember, it takes many responsible acts to build a responsible reputation and only one bad decision to tear it down. Always be aware of your thoughts. Be consistently embodying moral behavior and actively promoting values such as honesty, empathy, respect, and justice, so you can plant seeds of morality that have the potential to inspire positive change. Allow me to take you to the age of kings and chariots. There was once a king, a mighty king, who ruled a mighty kingdom. One day the king ordered his private soldiers to place a big boulder in the middle of a road. The stone was placed during the night and in secret, so that no one knew who placed the big stone there. The stone was a hindrance to everyone who used the road. Everyone used to complain with, well, why is this stone here? It's blocking us, it's disrupting the traffic, but no one did anything. Some people complained that the government, which was supposed to maintain the road, wasn't doing its job. Some king's officials even passed through the road and they only merely complained. The king always stood in a hidden spot and observed as the people made their complaints but took no action. One day a farmer was passing by the road. He noticed the big boulder which was blocking the road. He immediately went to the king's palace and requested the king, "May I remove the big boulder that is blocking the road?" And the king, who was mesmerized, agreed and even sent 2 soldiers with him to assist him. Once the man removed the big boulder, he noticed a bag of gold lying under the big rock, and the king's soldiers told him that that was the reward for the man who removed the boulder. Unlike the farmer, there isn't a bag of gold for us, but there is a promise of peace. So let's take an initiative to teach the peaceful solution and positive moral character, for the reward of peace is waiting for us, and soon enough, world peace. As we navigate the complex landscape of global challenges, let us not lose sight of the power of our collective humanity. Let us remember that true peace is not merely the absence of conflict, but the presence of justice, equality, and compassion. Let us be the peaceful solution by planting seeds of morality in the fertile soils of our communities, knowing that responsible choices start with each and every one of us. In closing, I urge you to join hands in solidarity, transcending boundaries of geography and ideology, to forge a world where peace reigns supreme. For in the words of Mahatma Gandhi, be the change you wish to see in the world. Let us embody that change. Let us be the architects of peace. Thank you.
Ugandan student of the Peaceful Solution Character Education Program, and today I'll present a speech entitled "Television is not the answer." Yes, it is not the answer when it comes to teaching. Teaching a child, teaching a community, teaching a society. Remember, we are working under the theme, Be the Peaceful Solution by planting the seeds of morality. Responsible choices start with us. Now, why is television not the answer when it comes to teaching? Because it carries a lot of negativity. Because when we are talking about television, we can't forget about the word influences. We have the negative and the positive influences. So from the acceptance book, page 132 and 133, it says, every time we turn on the TV, we are being influenced by the shows and commercials that we see. Of course, TV is not the only influence. We are also influenced by movies, shows, magazines, internet, books, friends, and family. Just to mention but a few. Some of these influences are clearly negative, some are positive, and others are a combination of both. Regardless of what form they come in, it is up to us to determine how these influences affect you, your ability to make positive choices, and how it will really affect you to function in society. So we have to know the difference. It's up to us to distinguish. By the negative influences, encourage dishonesty, moral choices that can cause us to compromise our self-respect, and also cause us to engage in activities such as premarital sex, underage drinking, and illegal drug use. They can also encourage violence, aggression, as well as criminal activities. Encourage us to pursue negative goals that could cause harm to ourselves and others. Encourage the development of negative character traits such as irritation, aggression, and hatred. So all these negative influences, they will have a very negative impact on the growth of a child. For instance, from the book of character, page 59, It says only 10 and 12 are charged with robbing a bank. It is about two girls who were charged with bank robbery and were being held at a juvenile detention center. So imagine just a 10-year and a 12-year, and when they were being asked how they got all these skills of robbing a bank, the answer is one. They said it's because of the television program that we watched. That's where they got all the skills. Not only that, when you turn to the Building More Excellence Unit 1, Lesson Plan 1, it has an article that says, please note the following article concerning today's children whose parents are not taking time to teach them basic skills. So it brings up the negative influences such as children not being able to pick so quickly when they are being taught. Their creativity is not that perfect, and also when these children grow up, it's hard to control them in society. So all this is coming up because of children being exposed to television without being monitored. So due to that, we need to develop a better system of teaching the society, the community, children as well. But we need a better system. And what if we adopt the Peaceful Solution character education program, and we love using the materials from this community, the Peaceful Solution, because it has everything that we really need to develop a positive character. A character, that positive character that can keep you for a lifetime in society, and everyone will like you. You'll be someone that others can learn from. Because when you take up this role of teaching as a teacher, so what do we mean by this? To teach is to give or share knowledge so that someone else can learn. As a parent, you are your child's first and most influential teacher. Remember, your role as a teacher begins long before your child is born. So keep in mind that at 16 weeks gestation, babies can hear their mother's voices in the womb, and so they can hear and learn. So teaching the very young, we need to teach children so that they grow up with the best that we really need them. We protect them from the influences from media, television, most especially. So you can teach your child to love learning, teach your child about compassion, teach your child to care about others regardless of their nationality. Teach your child the importance of helping and serving others. But as you're teaching, don't think the role will be that easy. No. So you need to be patient, loving, and caring when teaching. Be prepared to repeat, and repeat. Because children learn through repetition. So you can teach them so that you never know, or we can actually achieve this. We can put an end to the suffering, misery that's coming up due to the negative influences that are being got from media, television, and friends and family. So, and all these, they cause a lot. They cause suffering, loss of lives, wars, hatred, but when we bring up this program of the Peaceful Solution, we teach it to the community, to the society, to those around us. We can put an end to this. We can put an end to the suffering. We can put an end to the misery, to the hatred, to the aggression that's growing every day. And we'll see ourselves and our neighbors in peace, perfect peace, yes. And with that, I would like to end by saying I remain Ria Hadassa from Uganda. Hi.
Welcome to the Peaceful Solution class. Today we will be learning about the STOP acronym and how we can use it to help us make right choices. For example, when you see some cookies you really want and you're real excited, and they don't belong to you, what should you do? Here we have the STOP acronym. First, you should stop before taking them. Think to yourself, what are my options? I could take them, or I could ask first. Then proceed with the right choice. And that would be to ask first. When we make a right choice, this makes us joyful, knowing we did the right thing. If we were to take those cookies without asking, that would be stealing, and we would feel guilty and sad that we made a wrong choice. You can even use the STOP acronym when you grow up. This tool will help you to make right choices for the rest of your life.